WWE already told us who the next member of Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins' faction is out of everything that occurred on this week's edition of Raw on Netflix. One story has become completely clear. The WWE locker room had better be looking over their shoulders when Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman are around. The terrorizing trio has taken things to the next level in terms of shock value, following Heyman's epic turn on both Roman Reigns and CM Punk in favor of Rollins. The audience was thrown yet another curveball on the very next night, when up-and-coming superstar Braun Breaker aligned himself with the dastardly duo. Now they look to run roughshod over every single shining star in the WWE universe. But with rumors that Heyman isn't finished and will be adding more names to this faction, fans are speculating about who this person is going to be, and one particular wrestler seems to fit the bill perfectly, and she just happens to be related to one of its founding members. Becky Lynch, who also shockingly turned heel after her return at Mania, makes sense as the next villain to get in on the fun. Given the fact that both she and her husband, Seth Rollins, have made stunning character changes at the same time, it seems like a given that the man will be a part of Heyman's crew. When Lynch returned to action in Las Vegas, she was given the usual hero's welcome and huge pop from the live audience. She had subbed in as the mystery partner for Lyra Valkyria after Bayley was written off the show with an injury angle. Needless to say, the babyface tandem did as the fans expected and captured the gold. But Becky's actions the next night, after losing the championship as quickly as she won it, had fans scratching their heads and searching the internet for answers. Why would the promotion bring back one of its most beloved stars, give her a huge comeback win, and then essentially flip her character 24 hours later? That all became clearer when Breaker made the jump to Heyman's team. It seems more than likely that Heyman is assembling a faction that is much bigger than just two men, especially if he plans to surpass the glory and accolades of the bloodline. There is no one better than Lynch for that role, as she would not only finally join her husband on screen, but also bring her charisma and mean streak to the group. If much of the speculation is true, and Becky's heel turn was meant to coordinate with her husband's, then it opens up a ton of possibilities. Recently, we have seen groups that have had female leads, like the LDO and Alpha Academy. But never has a female of Lynch's caliber and celebrity been an active competitor in a mixed faction. She's one of the biggest stars of her time, and she would add a huge X factor to the unit. The added angles are also obvious, especially considering she would be working in the storyline with her husband. On top of that, she can add leadership to any younger performers who may eventually side with the group. She has that kind of experience and star status. Finally, if something was missing from the bloodline, it was a woman, as rumors about Naomi joining her husband Jimmy never turned out to be true. For all these reasons, you have to believe that Becky Lynch is the next logical pick to be in the fold with Heyman. She's showing a mean streak of her own, one that matches Rollins's. The combination of the two, under the tutelage of Heyman, could be lethal. And make no mistake, it could happen sooner rather than later.